How are you guys? How's everything? Today we'll continue our poem, as I told you before, Valentine for Earnest Man. Last week we spoke about this poem and we explained it briefly and generally, but today we will read this poem and try to understand the meaning of the poem, and then we will solve the question. So let's start reading together. You can't order a poem like you order a tattoo. Walk up to the counter, say I'll take two, and expect it to be handed back to you on a shiny plate. Here, guys, in the first stanza, the writer or the poet tried to tell someone who ordered a poem. He said that, hey, I want a poem. So she told him, okay, you can't get a poem on a shiny plate like a taku. As I told you before, a taku, it's a kind of dish, a delicious meal or a delicious dish. So you can't order it, or you can't be ordered, or you can't be served this poem. Okay, it's not like that. It won't be given to you or served to you on a shiny plate. Still, I like your spirit. Anyone who says, here is my address, write me a poem, deserves something in reply. So, I'll tell a secret instead. Poems hide in the bottom of our shoes. They are sleeping. They are the shadows drifting across our ceiling the moment before we wake up. What we have to do is live in a way that lets us find them. The writer here, he said that he respected this man because he knew that he understand or he feel the beauty of the poem, but he told him a secret, or the poet told this man a secret, that the poems are around us, but we have to live the way by which we can find these poems. It's so near to us. It's nearer to us more than our shoes. It's around us, even our rooms. Have you got it? But we have to live the way by which we can find these poems. Once I knew a man who gave his wife to. Now here, guys, the writer or the poet begins to tell us a story about a man. This man is Earnest Man. This man is Earnest Man. So let's read this stanza, or these two stanzas. Once I knew a man who gave his wife 2 skunks for a Valentine. He couldn't understand why she was crying. I thought they had such beautiful eyes. And he was serious. He was a serious man who lived in a serious way. Nothing was ugly just because the world said so. He really liked those skunks, so he reinvented them as Valentines, and they became beautiful, at least to him. And the poems that had been hiding in the eyes of skunks for centuries crawled out and curled up at his feet. Here, guys, as I told you, the poet mentioned a story of a man. He's called Earnest Man. This man tried to give his wife a gift in Valentine's Day, but he gave her a special gift or strange gift or something unfamiliar. He gave her skunk. You know, I think you know skunk, it's kind of animal. You will find its picture on the right of the page. I think most of us don't like this animal, but this man saw something strange, saw something beautiful, or he saw the hiding beauty in this animal. Their eyes were so beautiful, or they are so beautiful. So he said that, okay, their eyes are so beautiful. So he found a beauty in this animal, and he was so astonished and so surprised. Why did my wife cry? What did she cry when I gave her such a thing? But he tried to find something new, something most people don't like or don't see. Most people say that this animal is not beautiful. They don't like it, but he saw something special, something different, that their eyes are so beautiful. Okay, so the writer tried to tell us you can find a hidden beauty in many things. It's not necessarily that when people say that, oh, this beautiful, it means that it is so beautiful. And when they say that it is bad or something ugly, it means that it's so ugly. No, you can find different, or you can say that or you can find different or hidden beauty in many things. Maybe if we reinvent whatever our lives give us, we find poems. Check your garage, the odd sock in your drawer, the person you almost like but not quite, and let me know. Mean that the writer here try to give us a piece of advice that we have to live the way by which we can find the beauty in many things. So we can see, we can find in our garage, we can find our socks, in our old socks, and so on. So we have to live the way by which we can find a hidden beauty. Okay, guys. Now back to our questions. We will start solving our question here, guys. Okay, and the start will be from page. Okay, Valentine's for Ernest Mann by Naomi Shihab Net. By the way, guys, the question, or the part of theoretical part, the part of literature, of the part of collection, or the question, the part of the question of the collection, I solve it and I put it to you on the Whats group. So please check it. Okay. Today I solve the part of, or the questions of the poem. Okay. So let's start. Choose the statement that provide an accurate example of meaning of each vocabulary word. Drifting. Which one of these sentences is suitable for this word? Drifting. Betty could hear the music from across the park when she opened the door. Betty turned up the volume on her CD player to full blast. It would be A. Betty could hear the music from across the park when she opened the door. Number 2, spirit. Karen tried to be upbeat after we got the bad news. Karen's enthusiasm was contagious and really cheered up. So it would be, yep, that's correct. It would be B. Karen's enthusiasm was contagious and really cheered us up. Reinvented. The teacher rearranged his lesson to make the subject more interesting for his students. The teacher overhauled his lesson to include recent scientific achievements around the world. So it would be, yep, it would be A. The teacher rearranged his lesson to make the subject more interesting for his students. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, guys, so we have A, B, and C. Okay, now let's go to the next question. Fill in the spaces. So, sitting on, by the way, guys, we have 3 words and we have to fill the spaces by any of these 3 words. Spirit, drifting, reinventing. By the way, I want you to check the meaning of these words, or the meaning of in the book, please. You have to open the book and study, okay? Don't forget. Simply, the meaning of the word spirit, it means carriage or liveliness. Drifting, it means being carried along as if by current of air or water. Reinvented, created again or made new. Okay, back to our question. Sitting on the porch, swinging her mind. So what would it be, her mind? Drifting, yep, drifting. Along with all memories, Grandma looked happy and peacefully. When I asked her what was making her smile, she laughed and told me she was remembering the spirit. Spirit, yeah, that's correct. Her sisters had years before, when they fought for women's rights, long before it was a popular cause, Grandma explained that her sister had reinvented and transformed themselves from quiet housewives to proud crusaders. Since grandma's sisters were so much old or older than she was, number 7, their spirit provided a great example for grandma, who vowed to grow up and display the same kind of character. Grandma said that because of women like her sister, women all over had, number 8, reinvented, okay, themselves to grandma. What will be number 9? Grandma reminded me that it's important to honor the, number 9, the spirit, the spirit of all those women who have gone before us by continuing to display courage in our own time. As I said there, swinging with grandma, smelling the summer scents that came. Number 10, drifting. It would be drifting on the breeze. Okay, now let's go to the cycling the correct answer. Which word would you say to an impetuous person? By the way, guys, I want you to know, as I told you before, to check these words too, the meaning of these words. This word, it means amateur. It means amateur, or someone who is not rational. Yeah, exactly. So sorry. So I'll tell him, can't you wait until tomorrow? Or hurry up, this man or this irrational man. What would I tell him? Or irrational person? Of course, I'll tell him, hey, can't you wait until tomorrow? He is in a hurry. He is already in a hurry. So I won't tell him, hurry up. He is already in a hurry. So I'll tell him, can't you wait until tomorrow? And number 2, what sentence would be spoken by someone who was aghast? Aghast, it means so frightening. Okay, he was so worried and frightened. So that's exactly what I expected. Or would he say, I can't believe that? Of course, he would be shocked all the time. So it would be B. I can't believe it. Which words would you say to someone who has spirit? He has spirit, as we said before. We spoke about this word, spirit. So spirit, as we said, that it means courage or liveliness. So what would we say? I admire your enthusiasm, or I'm disappointed that you are not more excited about idea. I think it would be, it would be A. I admire your enthusiasm. Yep, that's correct. The last one, which sentence describes something that was drifting down? Drifting, guys. Drifting again, it means being carried along as if by a current of air or water. Okay, so what would it be? What would be the suitable sentence for this word? The empty rowboat was carried out to sea, or the powerful motorboat practically flew over the water. I think it would be, it would be A. The correct choice would be A. Yeah, that's correct. Now, let's go to question B. Fill in the blanks with these words: reinvented, impetuous, and aghast. The first one, I used to get into trouble all the time, but I, what will be? Reinvented. Yep, that's correct. Reinvent. Yeah. Number 2, my brother jumped into deep water. That means someone irrational, someone who doesn't think appropriately, who always in a hurry, always in rush. So it would be impetuous. Yeah, that's correct. The last one, it would be the last one with the last word, aghast. Yeah, we were aghast. Okay, it means that we were so afraid. Question C, guys. Use the academic vocabulary words to complete the following paragraph about Bow River. Right, by the way, this would be the next poem which we will have next week, inshallah. But okay, these are some words in general. It's not related to the poem. Longfellow's poem Forever helps us make what? By the way, guys, this meaning of words, as I told you before, written in your book, you have to revise it. Just like I'll tell you about it, but you have to revise it. Intend, it means the purpose, plan, or aim. Evoke means draw out or elicit. Association, it means connection in the mind between different things. Interpretation, explanation of the meaning. Okay, so let's start. Longfellow's poems, Paul Revere Wright, helps us make, what would it be? Association, association, it means connection between the past and the present. The line, a word that shall echo. This line, a word, it's a line written in or found in or located in the poem. A word that shall echo for or forevermore shows that the poet's, number 2, intent, the poet's intent or the purpose of the poem was to show that the spirit of Paul Revere still lives on today. The poem has the power to what? Number 3, guys. Number 3, it would be evoke. It would be evoke. Evoke, to clarify, to draw out, to elicit feeling of admiration for this American hero. One space of the poem. One what? Number 4, guys, it would be interpretation, it means explanation of the poem, is that we should honor all people who fight for freedom. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. The last question which we have, circle the letter of the best answer. These are some choices related to our poem. Earnest man is the man who gave his wife skunks, someone who asked for a poem, a character in a classical novel, the boyfriend of the poet. It would be, that's correct, it would be, the answer would be A. The answer would be A, the man who gave his wife skunks. I think you remember him. Number 2, in the selection, where can't poem be found? I mean, what is the place in which we can find our poems? In a dream, on a shiny plate, in the bottom of shoes, in the shadow of ceiling. So it would be B, on a shiny plate. Number 3, the man who gave his wife skunks was confused because, what was he confused when he gave his wife skunks? She wanted to turn them into coats, but he wanted them for beds. He thought she would hate them, but she loved them. He thought she would love them, but she hated them. He thought he was giving his wife a pair of raccoons. So what would it be? What is the reason? What was the reason for his astonishing? It would be, it would be C. He thought she would love them, according to him, but she hated them. Yeah, that's correct. Because as I told you before, he saw something most of us didn't find or didn't notice, the beauty of their eyes. I'm talking about skunks. Number 4. According to the author, how can we live in a way that lets us find poems? Means, what is the way by which we can find our poems in our life? We can force ourselves to write things down. We can study poetic meter in a formal manner. We can live in a way that lets us find them. We can tell other people that we are poets. Which one of them is correct? It would be, C. Yeah, that's correct. It would be C. We can live in a way that lets us find them. The last choice, which of the following is the best example of someone whose thoughts are drifting? Whose thoughts, it means, which of these sentences referring to the meaning of word drifting? A man is sure he knows that he wants to order at a restaurant. He wants to order at a restaurant. A woman is upset they don't have her favorite dish today. A boy is dreaming about a game and ignoring the menu. A girl is plotting to get the big dessert she wants. The answer would be, yep, the answer would be C. A boy is dreaming about a game and ignoring the menu. Okay, guys, thank you very much. I hope that I helped you today. Please study well and see you next week, inshallah. Thank you very much. See you. Bye bye.